Who here thinks they're a great negotiator? And I like to see no hands going up. What I've realized is that that's probably the number one question you can ask somebody to find out if they kind of suck at negotiating. Because if you say, are you a good negotiator? Like, yeah, I'm a great negotiator. Chances are they're not too good at negotiation. Why? Because negotiation is a massive, massive subject. So someone saying, I'm a great negotiator, it's kind of like saying, I'm great at sports. What does that mean, you're great at sports? Are you great at hockey? Are you good at baseball? Are you good at football? You're just great at all sports? So when someone says, I'm a great negotiator, it's a telltale sign that they really don't know what they're talking about. Negotiating competitively. So that's competitive negotiation is when you go into a negotiation trying to get the best deal possible for yourself. You're trying to get a bigger piece of the pie. You're trying to win that negotiation. Some people might be great at that, and we all know people who are like that, right? They're always good at getting a good deal, but that doesn't make them a great negotiator. What if you're negotiating with someone? I'm divorced. I've got an ex-wife who doesn't like me very much. And what do you do when you're negotiating with someone who doesn't like you, right? If I try to go into that negotiation with her, and we're negotiating all the time, we have 2 kids, if I try to go into that negotiation trying to get the best deal possible for myself, it's going to end up in court every single time. Every single time. In fact, I'm in a situation with her where I can offer her a pot of gold, and she'll still say no to my pot of gold because she just doesn't like me. That's called the personal mode of negotiation. How do you negotiate with people who don't like you, who rub you the wrong way? And it goes on and on. There's lots of different modes. So negotiation is a skill. And just because you're great at getting a good price doesn't mean you're good at negotiating with your ex-wife or with a buyer or a vendor who you don't get along with or with a boss you don't get along with. So we need to learn these skills because these are not skills that are taught to us. And most of us didn't learn how to negotiate in college. Most of us probably grew up with parents who didn't know how to negotiate. If you're from other countries or other cultures. I lived in Cairo for about 6 months. And my first night in Cairo, I went out to a market. I was in a little apartment, and I wanted some food, some vegetables and some fruit and some rice. And I went in to do grocery shopping, and it took me 3 hours and 27 minutes to do grocery shopping because I had to negotiate over every single bean of rice and every bean and every grain of rice I had to negotiate over. So in other cultures and countries, you literally come out of the womb, and you're forced to negotiate because it's a way of life. Here we have it easy, right? We have it easy. Fixed pricing. We go to Albertson's grocery store and we see a bag of almonds for $3.27. No one ever says, today I'm going to offer Albertsons $1.99. The only negotiation we have is whether I'm willing to pay $3.27 or not. So it's a muscle that doesn't get flexed a lot. And my job is kind of helping people flex these muscles and practice the skills of negotiation.